Selling AI websites is one of the biggest trends on YouTube right now, with every single guru left and right telling you it's the next biggest opportunity. But the reality is that selling AI websites to local businesses has to be one of the worst business models you can start in 2026, with the success rate being at an all-time low. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you a much better alternative that has taken me from being a broke 16-year-old on this YouTube channel 3 years ago to making over $1 million at the age of 19 years old, while documenting the entire journey and process directly on this channel. And I've also helped hundreds of different people succeed with the exact same model I'm going to be showing you throughout this video, and it's why I'm so confident that it actually works. So with all that being said, let's jump into it. All right, so let's firstly go into why I think selling AI websites is a complete waste of time, okay? And this I'm going to kind of put in this big category of AI websites, AI automations like NAN, all these different services these gurus tell you on YouTube to do. Why my personal opinion is it's the biggest waste of time, okay? And you see all these videos every single day from these people. But the thing these people won't tell you is the fact that if you want to make any substantial money off a service like selling AI websites for $100 or $200 a month, you need hundreds, if not thousands, of clients, okay? And are there people out there that do have that many clients and are successful? Absolutely, okay? But that's the top 0.01%, okay? The other 99.9% do not have the experience. They don't understand how to get there. And they're probably not going to get there because the barrier of entry to get that many clients is so hard, okay? The reason I don't think it works is because, number one, you're selling to cheap, bad clients that is low ticket, all right? You have to sell so many clients to make any real money. And that's what no one's going to tell you, okay? They're going to make it seem super easy. You just sell some template, boom, you're done, all right? Have fun working with people who, number one, don't care about you because they pay you nothing. Number two, people that are probably going to go refund, dispute, and overall just have a bad experience because your product isn't bringing them more revenue. You're giving them a vanity metric, which is like a website, all right? They're cool to have, but they're not the needle mover, all right? And what I'm doing that's different, okay, is while everyone in the AI space is busy chasing thousands of clients, I'm building a multi-million-dollar fortune by being intentionally small. Okay, so what I mean by this is I find small local businesses like the ones you drive past every single day. Okay, and I do not go after the businesses that are low ticket. So this means like restaurants, nail salons, the businesses that just are on razor, slim margins. I don't want to work with these people. I'd rather sell a much higher ticket, a much more expensive product to a client base that really does care about me and I care about them. And I don't have to work with hundreds of people. Okay, I can just work with a couple people that pay me a lot of money, because anyone in business knows that is infinitely easier. All right, it's easier to sell a few people a higher, more expensive product than thousands of people a super cheap product. Alex Ramosi, he said that this entire time. So I go after high ticket local service based businesses. Think roofing, med spa, etc. right? And in my opinion, the best industries to sell to is, there's kind of three different categories and buckets. There's home service, medical services, and then professional services. I specifically work with stem cell clinics. So this is more so in the medical sector, but there's also a bucket here that I didn't include that is like more so high ticket online businesses that if I don't recommend unless you've ran an online business before. You could go after them, like coaches, consultants, agency owners, all these type of people. Pretty decent industry to go after, but you want to first, step one, pick an industry that actually has money. So think roofing, HVAC, solar, landscaping, med spa, dental, GLP-1 clinics, men's health clinics, accounting, law firms, real estate agents, etc. Okay, these business owners that can make, there's a bunch of them out there and they make a lot of money. Because what happens is now we can actually niche down into an industry that we want to offer our service to, which I'm going to get into in just a moment. And the reason AI websites, again, just does not fit in here is just because, okay, what are you going to go sell? 1,000 dental clinics, a $200 a month service? Like, get real, I don't know why this stuff is blown up. It sounds good. It's like theory. It's like day trading. It sounds really good. But in theory, 99% of day traders are unprofitable for 3 years straight. Okay, by then pretty much all of them have quit. So the better alternative is to niche down and pick one industry that makes a lot of money that we can sell a high ticket service to, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. All right, so step one, pick one of these industries. If you don't have your industry or your niche that you've chose, pick one of these and ideally do it based off personal experience. Okay, so if your dad is a roofer, okay, and you just understand their lingo and their language, maybe go after roofers. Or if you're getting your law degree, maybe go after lawyers, right? Go with whatever industry you have the most sort of context or experience in. And if you're sitting here and you're like, Carson, Carson, I have no clue what industry to go after, just pick one of these and stick with it for at least 3 to 6 months. Don't think the grass is greener on the other side and switch niches every single week, because what's going to happen is you're going to have to restart your business every single week because you're going after a different client base. When you can go after one industry, you can have a productized fulfillment process, which again, I'm going to get into in a minute, where essentially you can sell something super expensive that you can just replicate for all of your clients. And it's very, very simple, rather than having to do completely different service delivery for a bunch of different industries. Not good. And not to mention, people don't want to work with someone who's average at all. They'd rather work with someone who's a master of one. And that's really what this comes down to. So pick your industry of clients to go after that makes money. Great list is on the screen here, and stick with it for 3 to 6 months. All right. Now, what do these business owners actually struggle with? Well, number one, they probably don't pick up the phone always on time. Okay. And this could cost them $1,000 to $10,000 per incomplete call. Think of like a roofing company. How much money do they miss if they miss that call from someone who wants the roof done? It's a lot of money. It's an $8,000 job, I think, on average in the US. So that's one big bottleneck they face. Number two is poor advertising efforts. Okay. They leave money on the table every single day because they're 40, 50, 60 years old, and they just don't understand tech like us young guys do. All right. I'm young. I've grown up around tech my entire life, and that's the biggest advantage we have, especially young people that think they're, oh, I don't have any skills out there, I don't have a degree or whatever. We've grown up around the biggest thing in history, which is the internet, okay? And we understand how social media works better than anyone who had to grow up and adopt it, okay? We've just always had it. So we should use and leverage that to help advertise for the business owners that just don't have that experience. And they're leaving money every day on the table that they don't do it. Last is business owners that are just completely overworked, which leads to a loss of time to spend on leveraged activities that they should be doing as a business owner in the first place. So this opens up a big offer. Okay, when we look at these problems these business owners face, it opens this offer. When you sell something that's cheap, like NAN automations or websites, the offer, you're competing on price. And that's the problem, okay? You're not going to compete on value because the value you bring to the business is so low that you charge such a low amount. When you go to a business and you can say, hey, I'm going to bring you extra revenue, which is what I'm going to show you here in just a second, that is where you become essentially irreplaceable. And people become dependent on you, and clients consistently pay you big sums of money because you can, in return, bring them big sums of money to their business. So this creates this offer, and I like to look at this as a bridge, okay? We don't want to just give them a brick, we want to give these clients and these people we work with in these industries a full-on offer and a bridge that solves the entire gap and the entire issue. Okay, so the AI system I recommend and that I sell today is when we look at the gap, we just look at what do these businesses struggle with, okay? Well, number one, they need to generate more leads. They want more customers, okay? So that can be done through Facebook and Instagram ads. We can run social media advertising for these business owners. This has been around forever. Social media marketing agency. This is the business model I started with at 16 years old on this YouTube channel. Next is we can set these leads into sales appointments on their calendar. So as the lead gets generated through Facebook and Instagram, they come through, boom, they want that new roof or whatever it is that you're advertising for, that new treatment, whatever it is, they essentially need to be called up because nobody cares about a name, email, phone number unless that person is turned into some sort of converted booked call. So we can set up AI callers to literally set up, and if I'll kind of play a quick demo here on the screen right now.
Thank you for calling 123 Realty. This is Julia. How can I help today?
Hi, Julia. I am wanting to talk with a specialist.
Just so I connect you with the right specialist, are you calling about buying, selling, or general information?
But essentially, we can take these AI callers and have them call every single new lead within 5 minutes that is pre-trained, and you don't need to know how to code to build this stuff, that will call up all these leads and book them into a sales appointment on our client's calendar, okay? And these two issues alone right here, you can charge $5, $10, even more $1,000 upfront for one client, okay? Me and my agency, I personally charge $15,000 to $25,000 upfront, and I'm going to show you guys proof of this in just a moment, okay? Now, you're probably asking, Carson, I've never ran ads before. How do I make ads? Well, we can literally use AI to make ads today, okay, on social media. That's the big new trend, okay? So there's two big things you can look at. I use a ton of what's called ARC ads. You guys can look ARC ads up on Google. This is what they look like, and once you go to their website, essentially what it is ARC ads is a platform that you just give it 30 to 45 second scripts. You can have ChatGPT or Claude make this for your client, and it's just like, hey, make me a 45-second script for a video ad that I'd run for my real estate agent client. And you can run it here, and essentially you can pick a big wide variety of AI actors out there that will read this script out, and it's like an AI actor, okay? And for a lot of the clients I work with, this stuff has been crushing recently. So once you log in, it's like $10 per video, and you just put in the script right here at the bottom, and then you can click add actors, and then you have a huge list of all these different people you can choose from, okay? So I'll quickly play you guys a demo right now of what one actually sounds like, so you guys get the gist of how it actually works.
Are you a real estate agent who is still struggling to get more listings in 2025? In the next 60 seconds, I am going to show you my team and I are helping over 100 agents like yourself make more money for less work and less time needed than ever before using AI in 2025. No need to use Zillow, referrals, or cold call ever again.
So that's obviously one that's more so targeting real estate agents, but this is all AI, okay? This takes 20 minutes max to make, and these videos cost less than $10 per video, okay? And I'll play this one real quick too.
Are you a real estate agent who is still struggling to get more listings in 2025? In the next 60 seconds, I am going to show you my team and I are helping over 100 agents like yourself make more money for less work and less time needed than ever before using AI in.
So you would think like, oh, well, Carson, this is AI and it looks AI and it just wouldn't work. That's not true. Okay, these actually have been performing better than a lot of the human UGC creators that I've hired recently. All right, that's actually really crazy. I wouldn't have thought that myself personally as well. Okay, so that's how you make the ads. And the next is, how do you set up the AI caller? You're like, Carson, I've never set up an AI voice receptionist caller. I don't know how to code. Well, you don't need to know how to code, all right? You can go to a website. It's just called retail.ai, okay? I was actually at their headquarters in San Francisco right around a month ago. Met up with the co-founders because obviously I have a lot of clients that I work with them. Great team. I think they're the leading people when it comes to this, the leading company when it comes to voice AI out there. And again, you can go to their website. You can prompt an agent, and I think it's like 14 cents on the minute. So every single call that's taken for your clients, it's 14 cents. Compare that to a human receptionist or front desk worker that works. It's so much cheaper, okay? And that's what's extremely important to understand. And of course, you can just go to their site. You don't even know how to code. You can have ChatGPT or Claude actually prompt a lot of this agent for you yourself, okay? And these two things right here, we generate these leads and then we turn them into sales appointments, and then our client closes the deal out of all these businesses I was shown above. It's the exact same process pretty much for all of them. This you can charge $5,000 to $10,000 upfront for, all right? And I see beginners, beginners can charge maybe $3,000 or whatever you feel like comfortable with. But the point is this is a very high ticket service, okay? And that's what I want to really like make clear here. And the big thing I know some of you guys are probably saying is, I can't sell anything for that much. There's no way. I'm used to selling these websites for $100, right? The easiest way to make yourself rich is by making others rich. That's a saying that I think I've gone by since I started business. And it's the reality, okay? Because if you can implement a system like this, they become dependent on you for revenue because you bring them more deals, or you bring them more clients or customers. And that system is actually pretty easy to maintain, okay? You spend maybe, let's say, an hour a week maintaining the ads, making sure new ads are uploaded. If anything fatigues, you upload new creatives just using ARC ads and AI. And then the AI caller, it's kind of a one and done setup. If there's any issues, of course, you go in and fix it, but it's not much work, okay? And you can stack a lot of these clients. The most intensive amount of work is when you onboard them and you set the stuff up initially, but once it's up, and it's a system, okay? It's a system that generates them more revenue if done correctly, okay? And the cool part about this is on my YouTube channel, you guys have probably seen if you watch my videos, I have videos of me closing live $15,000 deals for my agency that I run today, okay? And I even have onboarding calls that I've shown as well, like literally going through onboarding calls with clients that have paid 5, 10, 20, well, not 5, but 10, 15, even $25,000 or more, okay? Because again, we charge a bunch of money because who we work with, it's worth it to them, all right? And we're not in the hamster wheel of constantly competing on price, but we compete on value. And that allows our price to pretty much be whatever makes sense for us as far as what we bring to them. And that's the biggest piece of advice I can give you guys here. So that being said, guys, I hope this gave you some context on why I honestly think selling AI websites is not worth it in 2026 because it's just cheap. You have bad clients. It's low ticket. You need so many clients to make any substantial money rather than just a few select clients that pay you a lot of money where it's honestly a drop in the bucket for them because of how much they make. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. And that being said, if you want one-on-one mentorship directly from me to close your first few AI agency clients, if you're actually interested in this business model of what I've told you so far in this video, there'll be a top link in the description below. You can apply for my mentorship group. Do it on the side. It's a big thing. Honestly, I've made so many successful people with this model over the past year since I've kind of been doing this since I was 16. So if you want to get mentored directly one-on-one by me, there'll be that link in the description below. You book a call, you see if you're a fit. If not, no worries. But that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment your favorite part, whatever you liked about this, any questions. I reply to every single comment on this YouTube channel. And yeah, guys, have fun, peace, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.